93 years old widow donated late husband $1 billion to cover school tuition. Nike's poorest area forever. Evelyn's small Brooklyn apartment was already warm when the first light spilled across the cracked linoleum floor. Dust floated in the slant of morning sun like tiny drifting planets, catching on the edges of the clutter that lined every surface. Old mugs with cold tea rings, a chipped porcelain bird, stacks of yellowing mail, each thing left exactly where she could reach it. She moved slowly, her joints crackling like old paper, shuffling across the floor in her felt slippers. She paused by the shelf near the window, where a small framed photo of her husband sat, the glass slightly smudged from the way her fingers often traced the edge of his cheek. His smile was still as bright as the day they had taken that picture, at Coney Island, nearly 70 years ago. The window was stuck again, the wooden frame swollen from last week's rain. She gripped the latch with trembling hands, tugging once, twice, as the metal scraped and squeaked in protest. Her breath came in short puffs, and she could feel her pulse in the soft hollow of her neck, a reminder that even breathing was heavier than it used to be. Outside, she could hear the pigeons gathering on the fire escape, cooing softly, rustling their wings. She wanted to let in the breeze. The apartment smelled of old wood and stale air, and the warmth was pressing on her skin like a thick blanket. "Come on," she whispered, her fingers gripping the frame. She tugged again, harder this time, the window jerking suddenly upward. A sharp gust of cool morning air rushed inside, and in that sudden movement, the framed photo slid off the shelf, hitting the floor with a soft thud and a crack that seemed to echo in the small room. "Oh," she breathed. She bent down slowly, knees protesting, lifting the frame with careful fingers. A hairline crack splintered across the glass, cutting across her husband's smiling face. Her thumb brushed across it, and she felt her eyes sting, though she blinked the wetness away. "I'm sorry," she whispered, her voice thin. She sat down in the chair by the window, the cool air brushing across her cheeks, stirring the wisps of white hair around her face. The pigeons were still there, pecking at the railing, indifferent to her presence. Holding the cracked photo in her lap, Evelyn looked out at the street below, where a delivery truck rumbled past and a mother tugged her child's hand across the crosswalk. Life was moving, even if she was slowing. She traced her husband's face with her fingertip, following the crack across his cheek like a road. "I need to do something before I join you," she whispered, closing her eyes for a moment as the morning light warmed her face.